Hey, it's math time. So what's the point? Yeah, that's that joke. Yeah, what's the point? That's our lesson today. What's the point? I'm gonna move. Ooh, that was fun. Ooh, let's go down here. We're gonna start down here. Okay. What's the point? Points, lines, segments, rays. We'll get to angles later on. You'll see this again later, but we're going to talk today about points, lines, line segments, and rays. All right, you're going to need to start with a piece of paper. Okay, go to the next slide for you. Okay, get rid of those. You need a piece of paper. I'll change my piece of paper. You take that piece of paper and you're going to fold it in half like a hot dog. Okay, this way, like a hot dog. Long ways. Okay, on the left side of your paper, you're going to draw a picture for each word. I'm going to give you the words. You're going to draw a picture for that words on the left side of your paper. Okay, so your left is my right. Okay, your left. If you think you know the definition, write what you think it might be. Have to. And then during the lesson, you're going to learn about these words, and then you're going to use the worksheet if you need to make some notes on what things are. Okay. All right, let me get this up here out of my way. Look, that's fun. Oh, not crazy about heights, but that's okay. All right, let's go to our first page. Okay, first thing is a point. Whoops, sorry about that. I'm gonna go back. I don't want you to write the words. I need you to write the words first. Okay, you're gonna draw a picture for these words. You're gonna draw a picture for the word point. I already gave it to you. See, point. Draw a picture for the word point. Okay, you don't have to write the word, just draw a picture on the left side of your paper. Then you're going to draw a picture for a line. What do you think a line looks like? Right? Then you draw a picture of a ray. What do you think a ray looks like? And next, you're going to draw a picture of a line segment. Yeah, I'm still here. Okay, a line segment. So you're going to draw a picture of a point. Where'd it go? A line, a ray, and a line segment. Okay, draw those 4 pictures. I'll give you a second. I'll wait right here. Or in this household, we sing the Mickey Mouse song all day long, or Wheels on the Bus. Wheels on the bus go round and round, round, round. Okay, you done? Got your pictures? Good, I don't want to sing any more of those songs. Okay, here we go. You already got a preview. All right, this is a point. A point is an exact location. Points are shown as dots so you can see them, but a point really has no size at all. A point is usually named with a capital letter. So in math and geometry, we give the point a name. Okay, so this would be point A. He says, I'd like to make a point. And I like the point down here. There's a point. The point on my pen. Where'd you go? That would be the point right there. So that is a point. Very simple. We give it a name. Point A. I'm going to click on point A. I didn't want to click on that. Then our next one is our line. Let's see if your line looks like this line. This is a line. It's made from a collection of points. Move me. The arrow shows it continues forever in opposite directions and has no endpoints. A line never ends. Now, I'm going to take a shot in the dark and say that you drew a line that looks more like, sorry, I'm going to say you drew a line that looks something like this. Maybe, maybe not. There's a difference. A true line has no endpoints at the end. It never ends. So what we do is we draw arrows at the end. Here's an arrow here, and here's an arrow here to show that this is aligned. Okay? There is no finish on a line. Imagine it goes on forever in opposite directions. Okay? So my line, here's my point. Here are my lines going closer. And on my lines, I have arrows at each end. Now they can go in any direction, but they have to be straight. If they're not straight, then you have a curve. That's different. Okay, so a line has arrows at both ends. Right? We can show a point, we can show a line with our hands and our arms. So if I asked you to show me a point, I would say, do this, make a fist, because that would represent a point. Doesn't matter which one. I can have a point in any spot, anywhere, right? I can do a line. Now, in order to show a line, because it never ends, I want to point with my fingers, both of them, and I want to point in opposite directions. So let's see if I can go over it. You can see there's my first side, and there's the other end of my line, right there. Got it? Okay. I can go any direction as long as it is straight, right? Points and arrows at both ends. Then we have a line. So we would call this line AB. There's actually all kinds of points along this line. You just can't see them. We mark these as A and B. So I'm going to click on line AB. Come on. There we go. And it's going to take me to the next one, a line segment. This is a line segment. It's part of a line. It has two endpoints. Here's a point A, and here's a point B. It includes all the points in between. The endpoints are used to name that line. This is line segment AB. Now, you would show it like this, but we're not going to get that. We're not going to do it in third grade. You'll do that in fourth grade. Okay? So this is line segment AB. The difference between a line and a line segment is a line segment has endpoints and a line does not. Think about it. When I tell you to line up, you're really not making a line. You're doing what Mr. Belli says, and that's to segment up. You're making a line segment because we have a line leader at one end and we have a helper at the other end, and they don't go on forever. They stop at one end and the other end. So we actually segment up. We really don't line up. I don't know why we call it lining up, but that's what we do. So maybe from now on, I should be like Mr. Belli and call it segmenting up. So how do I make a line? Get out of the way. How do I make a line segment with my hands? I'm going to put 2 points. Right? Got my points. I'm going to stretch out my arms. And at one end, I'm going to have a line segment because I have an endpoint there. And I have an endpoint here. This is my line segment. Just like a line, it can go in any direction as long as it's straight. Right? Line segments. Got it? Here is my line segment. I have points. Here. There's an endpoint. And there's an endpoint. And there's an endpoint. And I can't do this backwards. There's an endpoint and there's an endpoint. These are line segments. Okay. I'm going to click on endpoint B. And this is going to take me to the next one, which is a ray. Okay. A ray. Think of a sun. The sun, the sun's rays are shining out from the sun. It's part of a line. It has one endpoint. Here we call this endpoint C. The arrow shows it continues forever in one direction, like a flashlight. The light starts here and it goes out in one direction. It shines like the rays of the light, like the rays of the sun. That's why we call it a ray. To show a ray, we have an endpoint at one end. We have an arrow at the other end. So I'm going to make my ray this way. So on this end, I have my endpoint, and this end, I have my arrow. I can have my ray just like the others, and I can go in any direction as long as it's straight, right? We have an endpoint. I have C. Can't remember. I don't think I want to go to this, but I might want to go to this. Nope, I don't want to go to this. Let's go back. All right. Take for a quick song. Let's not go to the song yet. Let's go on to one more thing. Come on, where are you? We'll get to those later. Okay, a couple special kinds of lines. These are what we call parallel lines, okay? Parallel lines are two lines that are next to each other that will never ever cross. So if I extend these lines in any direction, I mean in this direction and in this direction, these two lines will never cross. Think about railroad tracks. Think about these blinds behind me. Those are parallel lines behind me because if they continue on, they will never ever cross. But these over here to the right, these are perpendicular lines. These cross at a special point. They cross at one point and they make a little square in the corners. So I could draw a little square in here. My pen's going to work. Okay. I'm going to draw a little square in the corner. We call this a right angle. We'll be talking about those later. It actually has 4 of them. Right? These are perpendicular lines. Parallel lines will never cross, perpendicular lines cross. So this would be like a plus sign. Or if I turned it, so here's my perpendicular lines. It doesn't matter if I turn it, they're still perpendicular. Now, let me show you back here on my window. Put this way. Okay, so these right here, these are parallel lines, right? But over here in the corner, where this one comes down like this, and this goes across like this, these are called perpendicular. That's perpendicular right there, okay? Right here on my screen, these are perpendicular lines right here. These are parallel, the 2 sides of my paper. The top and the bottom, those are parallel lines, okay? Those are special lines. All right, perpendicular and parallel. We're going to do a lesson on that too. I'm going to take you back real quick, play our song. Actually might have the song up. I do not have the song up, so we're going to play the song. It's going to take a second and load up. It's a quick little lines, rays, points, line segments, and there's even something in there called a plane, not the plane that you fly. A mathematical geometric plane is a flat shape. We call it a plane. So here comes a song. It's kind of catchy. Takes a second. Sorry. While you're waiting, you can look at my tired face. Ready? Get it bigger. Come on. There we go. Draw a line, make a ray, make a line, say it's so dance with me. And to the point. There you go. Can't see that. You don't need that. Let me get out of here. Close that. Yeah, we get to what? You're going to get a Math Antics one coming up too. I love him. All right. So that's our lesson for today. Points, lines, line segments, rays. You don't have a textbook assignment, but you do have an IXL assignment to do. You are going to do CC 5 and 7. Now 7 also mentions intersecting lines, which I didn't quite go over for you. There's a little difference, okay? Any lines that intersect do not have to intersect a special way. Once they intersect at those squares, then we have perpendicular lines, but they can intersect in any type of way. That means they come together, right? Those are simply called intersecting lines. But when they intersect at that, like a plus sign, turned in any direction, then they're perpendicular, okay? We briefly touched on that. So you're going to do CC 5 and 7 on IXL. That is your assignment. Good luck. Signing out. See ya.